Imagine you're a 16-year-old getting ready for high school when your 5-year-old sister walks into your parents' bedrooms and discovers them. You call 911. Your quiet rural neighborhood that you once known is now swarmed in investigators and covered in crime scene tape. In the following weeks, you give a eulogy at your parents' funeral. To help you cope, you go onto social media and reach out to true crime creators to ask if they can cover your case to get more eyes on their story. But then, months later, you're arrested and charged with 2 counts of and aggravated assault. You turn yourself in that same day. This is the case of Sarah Grace Patrick. Hey, it's Kay. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today on Too Many Hobbies, Not Enough Time, we are combining 2 of my favorite hobbies, true crime and crochet, into this new series I'm calling Soft Loops and Dark Truths. If you are a true crime fan and you love hearing all of these true crime stories, stick around and stay tuned for this video. We are going to be covering the case of Sarah Grace Patrick. This is a breaking case going on right now, so there is not too many statements out by police. So I did my own investigation and dug deep into this case, going through Facebooks, TikToks, news articles, interviews, anything I could find, and condensed it all into this video for you.
Hey, Editing K jumping in. I actually ran out of storage filming this video, so this video will be 2 parts. This first part will be just about the facts and what we know so far, and part 2 will be covering deeper aspects of the case. I'm gonna go into family statements, interviews, the social media aspect of the case, and also talking about what friends have talked about Sarah and some of the theories. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned for these videos, and part 2, I promise, will be coming out soon.
The structure of this video will be first talking about the victims, then going into Sarah, and then going into the timeline of what we know so far. Then I'm going to go into some police statements, and that'll conclude this video. So if you're interested in diving into this case with me, settle in and let's talk true crime. Kristen and James Brock lived in Carroll County, Georgia on Titus Road with Kristen's daughter and their shared 5-year-old daughter. Their house has been described as being a smaller house from family members. Now, to me personally, I didn't think this house was on the smaller side. I actually looked it up on Zillow, so I'm going to give you guys like accurate measurements of the house and everything. So the house is actually 1,985 square feet, and it's a 5-bedroom, 2-bath house. And the house is on 1.55 acres. It seems that the houses are about 1 acre to 2 acres apart from each other, except for there is a road that runs down the middle, and there are houses on opposite sides of the road. So those would probably be like the closest ones, but it still looks like quite a distance away between the houses. The couple was well known and deeply loved by community members, especially those that attended church with them. They attended Catalyst Church, and members described them as being generous, loving, and could talk to any new person. They never met a stranger. Kristen was 41 years old. Kristen was described as being fun, bubbly, and loved giving people hugs. Joan, a member from her church, shares a story about when Kristen was helping her set up a Christmas parade, and Kristen noticed that Joan's shoe was untied, so she just kneeled down and tied Joan's shoe for her. Joan was like, no, you don't need to do that. It's okay. And she's like, no, I want to. That's the type of friend that I want to be. And Joan says that's how she remembers Kristen. Kristen was described as always leading with love and wanting to serve. James Brock was 45 years old. He was described as being a man that conquered a lot of challenges in his past, as well as being a well-devoted father, also known for his humor. He was the type of person that loved dad jokes. So now I went onto Facebook and I did some deeper research, and James's profile is still up, and I just looked through the profile. There are so many posts about his kids and like proud moments of him with his kids, and it just seems like he really loved his kids. I also did see that James was like recovering from some kind of heart issue. There were pictures of James in the hospital with all the kids and his wife. I couldn't really find any information on like what they did for a living or more personal information, which I don't think is really that important. I just kind of wanted to get a little bit more information to give you guys a more deeper aspect as to who these people were and their lives and their importance in their community and their family and just all the people around them. I think it's very important that we talk about the victims, especially in an honorable way, because no victim is the perfect victim, but these people did lose their lives, and I think it's important to talk about the lives that they did live and so far what we know. Now let's talk about the suspect. Sarah Grace Patrick is 17 years old. She was 16 at the time. Sarah is Kristen's daughter from another marriage and James's stepdaughter. She would occasionally go stay weekends with her father, but majority of the time she was living with Kristen and James. Last year, Sarah found out that she was going to graduate early and was placed in the early graduate program. This means that Sarah graduated a year earlier than she was supposed to. Sarah's friend described her as a super sweet girl and completely shocked by all of this. Sarah was also very active on social media. Now that we've covered the victims and the suspect, let's get into the timeline. On February 20th, a Thursday morning, Sarah's little sister went into her parents' bedrooms to wake up her parents. Her little sister came out to Sarah and said that there was something wrong, so Sarah went into the bedroom. Sarah discovered her parents in their bed and called 911. That day, investigators canvassed the area and checked surveillance cameras. Days later, authorities confirmed that the couple was found in their bedroom with apparent wounds. Authorities also said there was no forced entry, but that the door might have been cracked open to the house. They said they're not ruling out anything, so if you have any information, please call us and let us know, because any information could crack this case wide open. From March on, Sarah began posting on social media. She was posting videos of her mom and remembrance videos, as well as videos of her crying and just kind of her whole process with the grief. She also reached out to true crime creators to see if they would investigate her parents' story so they could figure out some answers. We will get more into this later. Kristen and James Brock's funeral. Sarah spoke at their funeral. I'm going to play a clip of that now.
My name is Sarah, and I'm Kristen Brock's daughter and James Brock's stepdaughter. And for my mother, everything we went through does not define what kind of person or what kind of mother you were. Jamie and Mama would have thanked y'all too. I love you guys, and so do I. And so did I. I'm sorry.
I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide what you think of that. But one thing that I did take away from it that I thought was a little weird is how she ended it saying, "I'm sorry." I don't know, it just seems a little bit weird. July 9th, Sarah is charged with 2 counts and 2 counts of aggravated assault. She will be charged as an adult. Court records show that a motion for bond was filed. However, there has not been a date set yet, and Sarah is being held in jail and awaiting that hearing. And that's it for this timeline. We haven't really gotten too much information yet from investigators. They're keeping it pretty quiet because it is still an open investigation. But once I have more information out about what's going on and what kind of evidence is coming in, I will do an update video about that. Now we're gonna get into the police statements. Like I said, there haven't really been that many statements from the police. However, one thing that did stick out to me is that they did say that they have mountains and mountains of evidence. They also did say that they are not commenting on if they found the gun, and they are not commenting on if other arrests will be made. Some of the things that police are saying is Sarah is cooperating with law enforcement. Sarah's 5-year-old sister did hear the gunshots and the heart monitor go off, and investigators said that it did raise their eyebrows that she said, "I'm sorry," at the end of her eulogy. Police say there may be more arrests and that this information is coming from interviews that Sarah gave to law enforcement, and that the case is very much open and still being investigated.
Hey, Editing K jumping in. So I just thought I'd put this in here because I forgot to cover it in the video, But Sarah's story has changed a little bit about things that she heard that night. So originally she said that she didn't hear anything that night, but now I'm seeing reportings of that she heard something that night. So I'm not sure exactly if she did or not, but this is just what I have seen out. So I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. So if you see anything, that's what I have. It's the same thing. There's really not that much information out about this case, so I am trying my hardest to stay up to date and see what information is coming out, but that's what we have so far.
And this is the case of Sarah Grace Patrick. So this kind of sums up everything that we know so far that is like hard facts. In the next video, we're going to go through all of the statements that have came out since the arrest. This is including family statements, people that have spoken out on social media that Sarah has reached out to, and other statements. The next video will be more of a chill commentary type of video. We're going to be breaking down all of the theories and going a little bit more deeper into what's going on here. This video, I more just wanted to put all of the facts that we have so far, and in the next video we will break down all of the theories and what is going on with social media in this case. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload that video. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye!